So it looks like this is going to be it. Good afternoon. I am Tony Negron. I'm a retired military commander. I taught at Aiken High School. After I retired in 2016, I was looking for something to do. I didn't want to play golf. I didn't want to play pickleball. I didn't want to hang around with other old people like myself. So I decided to do something different where I keep on working with teenagers. And then myself and Trey Jones, right there, we founded the Aiken Saber Academy. Since 2018, the Aiken Saber Academy is not only known around here, but we have worldwide connections within the Saber combat community. So what we are is, we're not this. This is not what we typically do. We are actually Saber combat for teenagers 14 years on up. Our oldest student was 80 years old. He had to leave us because he had bad hips. I'm getting close to 70, so I can understand why he had 10 years on me. I don't know how he did it. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about lightsabers. We're going to show you some cool lightsabers. We're going to do some demonstrations. I've got a mom volunteer. She's going to learn some choreography. I've got some younglings right here. They're going to do some techniques with me, or actually with one of my students. And then my choreography team is going to do a pretty energetic three-person choreography. Okay, so first off, who likes lightsabers? If you like lightsabers, raise your hand. Well done, well done. I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, it's like the coolest thing ever. And that's why we chose lightsabers when we started the Saber Academy. That's why we didn't go like that. Right, because nobody's afraid of lightsabers. So what's a lightsaber? Okay. Right, so lightsaber is nothing more than a polycarbonate blade, a hilt, and then generally some kind of chassis. Now this is actually a combat lightsaber. It's designed for fighting. So this is not what you see that is all fancy. That's it, that's all it's in this thing. Just a little flashlight, but the chassis holds up under the kind of stresses that we put on it. So that's basically it. Now, the lightsaber I just showed you was our current lightsaber, and that is strictly for battle. This is our newest combat lightsaber. And it's simple just like that. But instead of a chassis, it actually has a rotating flashlight. Kind of flashlights you go out into the woods with, and you can drop in the water and stuff. And we find that this is indestructible. So the cost of a lightsaber like this is about $130 because it's built specifically for what we do. And we have a guy who builds it. We just got these recently, and they are indestructible. I'll show you a few others as well. All right. Right. You spin this. All right. What does this look like to you? It's a lightsaber. What's it for? Not for fighting. All right. This is a contact lightsaber. It's for trades for doing tricks. It's well balanced. You can throw it up in the air. If you're good enough, which neither of us are, he's better than I am. I hit myself with a little ball on the end. You can make that lightsaber spin around your neck and your shoulders and around your legs and make it like walk the dog with it. It's specifically built for tricks. It runs about $220. What's this? Kinda. I'll show you Colorado. Yeah, so this is a crossguard lightsaber. Now this particular one actually comes from England, and they don't build these anymore. These are rare. I've seen them being sold on eBay now for about $600. Absolutely beautiful. It's not, most lightsabers are built out of high-grade aluminum. This is more of a nickel alloy kind of thing. It's very well balanced. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm having some built in the United States that are going to be made out of aluminum. They're not going to be half the lightsaber. It is a stunning lightsaber. So this is an English lightsaber. This is also an English lightsaber, not this one. Yeah, this one. And this also comes from England. It's used by the Silver Sabers, which is a league over in England, throughout England. I will If it'll come on. You hear it come on? Alright, this is actually by a company called LGT. Alright? It's not a particularly great combat lightsaber. It's heavy, it's a little unwieldy, it does make fancy sounds. LGT is the biggest lightsaber manufacturer in the world. This particular one, they don't actually sell it to you direct. You have to go through a secondary reseller. In the United States, the two resellers that I recommend are Princeton and Vibe. It's okay, it's got a chance, you know, that's called flash on the flash, where it does that. It makes sort of sounds, it can sing to you when it does different things. It's kind of just like that first lightsaber that I showed you, where it has a flashlight, but then it has some extra electronics. We have fought with these, they've held up okay. They're not particularly great, but they're kind of cool to show people. And I've got another version of this, which is like twice the size of that. Made by the same company. If I get this thing to start, you can hear it talk to you when it comes on. Alright? Same company, different type of lightsaber. Let's see if I can get it to change color. And it does, sometimes when it wants to. 1, 2, 3. And there we go, changing colors. So this is a decent lightsaber for fighting. So if you wanted to buy one, you didn't want to spend a lot of money, somewhere about, again, $120, but with the sound and the lights. So if you wanted something a little fancier than our combat lightsabers, this is kind of a decent route to go. The sound is okay. It's not particularly great, especially in a room like this, but it's a nice lightsaber. And that's it. But this is also, all these lightsabers that I just showed you are RGB type lightsabers. They're all the flashlight type lightsabers. I'm going to show you a couple of different ones in a second. I'll show you this one. So this is a little unusual. This is made by a fellow, he's an engineer, Air Force engineer, and it's carbon fiber. He's the only person I've ever seen in the world who makes a carbon fiber lightsaber. It's not the best fighting lightsaber, not horrible. The problem is that the blade is too shallow. We call it socket depth. So a good socket depth, if you can see my fingers, is about like that, 3 to 4 inches down, and the blade goes all the way to the bottom. This one only goes down about 1.5 inches, and it's held by a little retention screw in it. But it's a really good product. The actual chassis, the electronics are in it. The sound that comes out of this is among the best of the lightsabers that you see. So even if you bought one from Disney, the sound probably wouldn't be as good as this. That clash on flash. And this thing is about 5 years old, so they've moved past this kind of technology, but it's still kind of one of my favorite lightsabers. Go ahead, I don't know if I bring it to every single demonstration. There's nothing super fancy about it, but it's still kind of a cool lightsaber. All right, let's get to the NeoPixels. All right, so all those lightsabers I just showed you all have the flashlight. Some of them have speakers on the back. Then there are these, what we call, and this thing is sort of activating itself. See how that goes up like that? So just like in the movies. That is a NeoPixel blade. The blade itself is $100. The hilt is another $100+ there. The electronics are not inside the saber. The electronics are inside the blade. That's why the blade is so expensive. When they first came in, and that's what you would get if you go to Galaxy Plus, you not only get that lightsaber that's going to break when Timmy and Tommy hit each other with it, now you're out $100, $150 blade. It's just pure electronics in there. It does all sorts of tricks. I'm not going to waste your time with doing the tricks. It's okay. The actual hilt is by that same company that I just told you about that makes the carbon fiber. It's actually a carbon fiber type lightsaber. Now, it has a battle hilt on it. So this is a little bit different than the one you'll get at Disney. It actually will stand up to punishment. And there are actually pictures of the founder who makes these blades beating it against the tree. And if you know anything about NeoPixel blades, you don't beat a $150 blade against the tree. But it's kind of a cool little lightsaber. Okay. Same company. Let's see if I can get this thing light up. So that has a, what we call a CFX soundboard. CFX is one of the top sets of electronics that you can get in there. So that lightsaber with a CFX is going to be expensive. What is this? It's a little bit of me. Let's see if it'll actually light. Yeah, it's a dual saber. It's not going to light because this is a coffee board in it. And again, this is a carbon fiber. I actually can take the blade off there, stick it on the end of this. The problem with coffee that I discovered after buying this, the battery lasts about 2 hours. So this thing has been in travel, so I don't think it's going to, well, maybe. Oh yeah, it's going to go ahead and line up. So coffee boards, CFX boards are the state of the art in there. You can spend up to about $1,500 to get a lightsaber. This particular setup here is about $600. Again, if I take that blade off realistically, I have a staff. And it's very cool. I can make all different colors, I can put different animations in it. It's a little complicated for an old man like myself. Basically, it's still on rotary phones, never mind technology like this. And finally, last lightsaber I want to show you, if I can get it to work. This this actually has an app. And if I wanted to, I could go to the app. Well, it's not going to do it. Half the shows it works, half the shows it doesn't. So I have $700 lightsaber. This is by far the prettiest lightsaber I have. And I can go to the app and turn this thing on. I'm not going to do it because we've got a lot of other things to do. And there it goes, completed on its own. This is a Canadian lightsaber, all right? You can change the blade to different colors with the app. You can make it pulse. You can make it look, have flames go up the top of it. I pretty much leave that color on it. I think that's called the Vegas. Again, this is a lot of money, but like I said, half the shows we do, it doesn't quite come on. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is not a battle blade on this. This is another expensive $100 to $150 neo-pixel blade. So if you guys, how many guys were ever thinking about buying lightsabers for your kids? Don't buy this. All right? Don't buy this. Don't go to Amazon and buy, although there is one little lightsaber for Amazon for kids maybe that age. That's not too bad. The one I bought for my granddad. But the lightsabers that you buy on Amazon, they'll last you a day. And they're essentially kind of rip-off. If you are a collector, this is the kind of lightsaber you're going to collect. It's weathered, it's gorgeous. It's Electrum Sabers in Canada makes these. The app is kind of fun to play with, but this is basically for me just a glorified toy, and I never use this thing for actually fencing it. I just bring it to situations like this. Oh, you see, you get me all set up. All right, and can I have another? Somebody over there has a red. There we go. One like that. Okay. One for you. I guess you came on up, so you're a volunteer. All right, you guys come on up here, my young ones. Come on up here. And turn and face the crowd in a single file. Like that. Good. Like this. Give yourself a little bit of room. Okay. Now we are going to teach you what a ready position. Ready position. I want you guys ready position. Put your hands on the lightsaber. If you're right-handed, put your right hand close to the blade and put your left hand down. If you're left-handed, just the opposite. Oh, you're as cute as we can, both of you guys. Okay, that's good. There we go. All right. Now, we're going to teach you when we hold get your hands properly. Okay, got you right-handed? All right, put your hand all the way up. This hand up here. And that hand down there. Okay, good. So now we're going to teach you basically 3 offensive techniques, okay? You guys good? Now you can't swing and hit each other, although I'd rather you hit each other than hit me. So, all right, spread out a little bit more. Spread out a little bit more so you don't hurt each other. Spread them out. Trey's got 4 kids this age, so he's the expert. I'm a grandfather. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Greg. All right, so go to ready position. See how we stand? That's ready position. Legs all the way pointed to the ceiling. All right, head straight up. All right, everybody stick your tongue out at the crowd. That's your warrior youngling face. Go ahead, stick out your tongue. There you go. Look at it. Now give me your best mean face. Give the crowd mean face. Do it. All right. I said you were going to be younglings, but I think you're more like 6. All right. Now the first thing we're going to show you is a vertical strike. Follow him. All right. Vertical strike. You lift the blade up like that. Right. That's 1, and bring it down. That's 2. All right. Good. Now go back to ready. All right. Now, if you know how to play baseball, the next strike is a left horizontal strike. So follow him. He's gonna do like that. Don't take it all the way around. I don't think they're gonna know how to do it. Just go to baseball. Yeah, just bring it over your shoulder. Bring it over your shoulder, and then bring it about head high. So basically, you're effectively hitting somebody in the head with it. All right, come on, there you go. Don't turn your bodies. Turn the saviors. Okay. Now. Then you're going to go ahead. Good. So now let's go back to ready. Go back to ready position. Let's do the first 2. Ready? 1. Bring the blade over. 2. Good. 3. Bring it up to baseball. And swing it across. Good. Now stay there, stay there, stay there. Now tilt your blades up a little bit and bring it back in the other direction. Alright? So you go from, the first one is left to right, now you're going right to left. Oh, the other way. There you go. All right. All right. Now go to ready position. Perfect. Ready. All right. On my command. 1. Follow him. 2. All the way down. Good. 3. And 4. What a scary bunch of younglings. Very good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's get in here. All right. All right, Mom. Here we go. All right. Oh, it's okay. Purple matches your outfit. It's good. Are you going to be two-handing it like this? All right, come on in front of me. Okay, first thing, so we also teach choreography. And choreography, if you've done it enough, which we do it all the time, we now look at Star Wars choreography and we go, wow, that's not particularly good. Except in the latest ones that you see on TV. All right, first thing we're going to teach you is a duo. All right, it's a duo. All right, put your hand like this. It's just this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Walk per feet. 1, 2. Walk per feet. 1, walk. Yeah, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stop. All right. The next one is a quad, and quad has 4 movements in it. Are you ready for this? You ready? All right, Mom. It's like this. It's 1, 2, low, 3, and 4. Ready? Again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to walk towards me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right. All right. The next one is a pen. So pen stands for 5. It's your quad. But the last move is I'm going to strike at your head. You're basically going to bring up your saber like that. And then what I want you to do is sort of bend your knees when we actually do the thing, and then push me off. Okay. You got it? You got it? Here we go. Ready? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, overhead block. Here we go. High block. Yeah, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands. There you go. Over your head like this. Over your head like this. Over your head. Yep. Up here higher, because so I don't need you to hit. And, oh yes, you are short, but now you're a big tall man. No, not yet. Go down a little bit. Yeah, like I'm actually pushing you down. Right? Okay. Again. Boom, and push up. All right. Now we're gonna do it one more time, and then we're gonna put it all together. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and down, push off. There you go. All right. Now. To the masterpiece choreography. You ready for this? Duo. Ready? And it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Come for 3. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. One more time with the quad. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Duo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going faster, faster. 2, faster. Towards me. Faster, faster. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go for 10. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push off. Now stab me. Oh! Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. That's it for demonstrations with this old man with the blinking lights.